Gosh, I hope you guys are going to be here. I really need some help. Is anybody there? Oh, you're there. Hello, everyone. My name is Fairy Trina, and I'm so glad you're there. It's nice that you came along to see me today because I need help. I can't seem to do my spells properly, and I thought maybe because you guys are so magical and you've got so much magic that you can help me with my spell. Okay, I'm going to tell you what it is, and then I'm going to ask if you can just give me all your magic. Okay, what I've got here is I've got a very special ball, and I've got to try and make it disappear because I have to show my teacher this on Monday. So I've got to make it disappear, put this on, make it disappear, and I can't seem to do it. I'm having lots of trouble. Will you help me? Okay, good. Right. Are you sitting comfortably? You'll have to be super relaxed. And I will do the magic, and all I want you to do is really believe and wiggle your fingers and push the magic through right to my spell. Okay, are you ready? Are you relaxed? Abracadabra, alaka-smell, please help me with this spell. Wiggle your fingers really hard. Are we going to do it? Let's have a look and see if the ball's disappeared. It didn't do it. I don't know what's going on. I've tried. You know, I've done it all the times to make the ball disappear, and it just won't seem to disappear. It's just there. What? You saw it disappear? Where? No, it's there. It hasn't disappeared. You want me to do it again? Okay, do you think it could work? Well, let's try it again. Okay, wiggle your fingers. I want you to really believe and put that magic right through. Abracadabra, alaka-smell, please help me with this spell. Oh, I think I felt something. Look. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Every time I do it and I try and do it, it just doesn't disappear. It just stays exactly the same. What? It disappeared. Are you tricking me? Okay, I'm just going to have a... Guys, it's still there. I don't know what you're saying. It's just disappeared. It's still there. You saw it disappear. You sure? No, it didn't. You think it's playing a trick on me? Okay, let's try once more and I'll see if I can do it. Oh, gosh. Are you ready? Have you got all the magic in your hands? Ready, set, go. Abracadabra, alaka-smell, please, please help me with this spell. You know what? I give up. I just don't think I'm ever going to be able to do it. I just think it's going to be there forever, and I'm never going to be able to get rid of that special red ball. What are you yelling at me for? Do you want me to have a look? Where? Why am I looking there? Look up on the... You want me to look on the ceiling? You don't want me... want me to look at my ball? I did look at my ball. Look, it's there. Guys, are you tricking me? How can it... It's not... It's there. Oh dear. I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'm just going to have to keep practicing and keep trying. Is that what you do? When you do something and it doesn't work, you have to practice and practice and keep trying and never ever give up. Actually, I've got a very special story about a very good friend of mine called Ed. And he didn't give up. He had some terrible trouble. Well, you see, Ed lived in a lovely little house right at the edge of a magic wood. And in that magic wood, there lived a grand, great wizard called Wizandy. And Wizandy was a very nice wizard, but people didn't really see him much. And Ed never bothered him because Ed was very clever at growing vegetables. Do you eat your vegetables? Are you sure? All right, put your hand up if you eat your carrots. Well done. Put your hands up if you eat your broccoli. I love broccoli. Put your hands up if you eat your Brussels sprouts. Oh, a few of you. What about, do you eat your beans? Good job. Well, Ed was very, very clever in his garden. He had grown the most beautiful vegetables. He had lettuce, he had carrots, he had beans, he had broccoli, he had cabbages. He had so many delicious things, and his secret was talking to his plants. He would whisper to his plants every day. "Hello, how are you?" he would say. "I hope you're well and growing strong." And he would give them plenty of water. Well, it was nearly time for Ed to pick all of his vegetables and share them with all of his friends. And he had woken up one morning and had a nice cup of coffee in his hand. Your mummies and daddies probably drink a lot of coffee, especially now. And he was looking out of his window at his beautiful plants. When do you know what he saw? Lots and lots of little pigs. So many little pigs with their little tails, and all the mummy pigs and the daddy pigs and the baby pigs were trampling all over Ed's beautiful garden. They were rooting around to get the carrots, they were munching away on the lettuces, and poor Ed didn't know what to do. "Oh no! Shoo! Shoo!" he yelled, and he ran out waving his slipper around. "Go away!" he said to the pigs. But the pigs, they were pretty brave. "That doesn't scare us," said the pigs, and off they went munching and munching. said Ed's friend, who was a great big horse called Ned. "Do you need some help?" said Ned. "Yes, I do," said Ed. "I can't seem to get rid of these very naughty pigs." "Leave it up to me. With my giant size and my fantastic hoofs, I shall scare them off," he said. He began to gallop around those pigs. But do you think the pigs were scared? Exactly. No way. They just looked at the horse, laughed at him, and kept eating. "Oh no," said Ed. "What am I going to do?" "Woof, woof," said a dog. "Don't worry," said the dog. "I can growl and snarl. I will chase off those dreadful pigs." "Ruff, ruff, 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 ruff," said the dog. He chased around those pigs, trying to pretend to bite their bottoms, but all they did was lift up their trotters and give that poor dog a little kick. Said the dog, and off he went crying, licking his wounds. "What am I going to do?" said Ed. "I'm not going to have any vegetables left." Whack, whack, whack. You see, Ed had lots of ducks. "Maybe you could help," said Ed. "Would you flap your wings and make a terrible noise and pretend to be a monster and maybe scare them?" "Oh yes," said the ducks. "We don't mind doing that," said the ducks, and off they waddled around those pigs. They made such a noise and such a mess, but the pigs just looked at them, laughed again, and this time they started eating all the beans. "Oh, there's nothing I can do," said Ed. "Yes, there is. Maybe if I creep into the magic forest and ask Wiz Andy if he would help me, he might be a nice wizard and he might help." And that's exactly what he did. Ed crept through the dark forest. He was a little bit scared. He was sure that this wizard was a nice wizard, but he hoped he wasn't a mean one, because he didn't want to get turned into anything yucky like stinky toilet paper or something. But very soon he saw a beautiful little house with a bit of smoke coming out of the chimney. That must be the wizard's house. There were flowers everywhere and wind chimes. There were beautiful flags and decorations. "Oh, this is such a magical place," said Ed. "Hey there," said a voice. It was Wiz Andy. My goodness, he looked like a magnificent wizard with a billowing long cape. Do you know what billowing means? It means something that is blowing in the breeze, but it looks majestic, which means it looks very, very amazing. And Andy had a great big staff, a big stick. It was a wizard stick with a huge magic stone on the end of it. "Please," said Ed, "I would appreciate it if you could help. I've got a lot of very naughty pigs, so they're eating all my vegetables." "Pigs," said Wiz Andy. "I had pigs in my garden not long ago. They ate all my lettuces when I wasn't around." "Yes, I will help you," he said. "Give me a good chance to teach those pigs a lesson. Lead the way, young man." And Ed and Wiz Andy walked straight through the forest until finally they saw Ed's little house, and those pigs had made an even bigger mess. "Hey there," said Wiz Andy. "I'm going to give you a chance," he said to the pigs, and he stomped his great big staff on the ground. Boom, it went. The pigs stopped what they were doing and looked at the wizard. "I'm going to count to 3, and you will leave. And if you don't, I shall do a spell." The pigs looked at him. "What do you think?" they said. "Is he telling the truth? Do we trust him?" "No," said the daddy pig. "No one's been able to scare us so far. Just keep eating." "Right," said Whiz-Andy. 1, 2, 3. He stomped his great big wizard staff on the ground, and there was a rumble and a roar as his cape went flying out from behind him, and his hair went whizzing up into the sky, and magic came right out of his fingers and his staff, and on the back of the pigs suddenly there was a little sizzle, and on their little trotters there was a sizzle, and when they looked down, "Oh no," said the pigs. Their trotters had been turned into webbed feet just like the ducks, and their bottoms became all hairy and curly like a sheep. "Oh, what has happened? We can hardly walk," said the poor pigs. "If you leave," said Whiz-Andy, "you will be turned back into a normal pig. But the moment you step foot into this garden, you will be half pig, and then a quarter duck and a quarter sheep. Oh, and you look dreadful," he said. With that, the pigs began to snort, and off they ran as fast as they could. And as soon as they got out of the garden, suddenly their trotters were back. Oh, and they could see their little tails. And you know what? Ed does not have any trouble with any of those rascal pigs. And Whiz-Andy was very happy. He got a great big wheelbarrow of potatoes, lots of carrots, and his favourite thing of all, Brussels sprouts. Did you enjoy that story? Well, whatever you're doing, I hope you have a lovely, relaxing day. And when you go to eat your dinner, I want you to have a look at your plate. And if you see any vegetables, gobble them up. I'll see you again soon, everyone. It's time for me to keep practicing my magic spell. I can't give up. I've just got to keep going. It's very important that I do it. I just have to make this just disappear so that I can actually do a proper spell. But I'll see you all soon. Bye, everyone. Okay. I've got to think of maybe another one. Maybe I should do abracadabra, ziggity-zoo.